Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of our Tech It Little series, and today we'll be covering buildcraft pipes and power. So, to start this off, there's a whole mess of things that buildcraft does. It's one of the most basics mods that I may be covering in this little series, because it's one of the first mods I've started modding and learning with. And it's still a very fun mod to this day, even after as many updates as it's had since I've started. So let's delve in to the very basics of pipes and power. Now the very basics of buildcraft pipes is actually the wooden pipe, the cobblestone, and stone pipes. So I have them set up here. And the trick with buildcraft right off the bat is that you kind of want to have a linear mindset to things. Meaning things go from an input to an output. And it's a very either straightforward or some kind of way to get from A to B. Now, pay no mind to the redstone engines here. I'll cover them later on in this little video. Okay, so in here we have a chest full of dirt. The basic concept with buildcraft is if I flip this lever, items will be sucked out of this chest, travel along this pipe into this diamond chest. So if I flip this switch, the redstone engine will start moving, and you'll see these little items start coming out. And if I look in here, we keep subtracting them one at a time, and they'll just fly about this pipe. This cobblestone is actually the slowest of the pipes, and it'll fly along here at fairly slow speeds. And if we open this chest, a piece of dirt should appear in here. So let's wait. Yep, and there it is. So what it'll do is another trick with the redstone engine is that the longer it goes, I'll explain this later, but the longer it goes, the faster more items move out of the pipe per time. So we look in here, 5. If I just switch this off, see 42 left in here, and they'll still be transferring over here. It's not an immediate change. So here's the last one of them, and they'll come on down this way, and they'll all pile into this chest. Now we have this copper chest to be our input chest, where things we would put in here for like a sorting system or things. If we follow this pipe, we have the output, which would be this chest where everything else goes. Now if we go back here, you can pipe using these wooden pipes. These wooden pipes are actually the starting point. Wooden blank pipe, wooden transport pipe, wooden power pipe, or wooden liquid pipe. This is how you get the items, liquid, power out of the engine, tank, or chest and move it on this like automated conveyor belt over here. And if we look here, it says cobblestone pipe. If we open our inventory, it says basic pipe, high drag, will not connect to stone or quartz pipes. Now back here we have a stone, and you see they do not connect whatsoever, which comes in very handy if you have a massive sorting system and you can run cobblestone next to stone in like a crystal lattice pattern. But if we look in this chest again, there's 22 dirt, and if I flick this lever, you'll see this redstone engine will pipe the dirt out of here and push it this way. Now the reason why there's a little bobble here is that if I do this, this wooden pipe now connects to this stone thing. And how buildcraft actually works is that every time there's a division between the pipes, like say here, 50% will go this way, 50% will go this way. So it's a 50-50 chance each tick to determine which way it goes. Now there's a more efficient way to actually do this, which is a bit of a more advanced pipe. So let me set that up and explain later. Alright, so the pipe that really helps is called the iron transport pipe, right here. And it routes items. Now you'll see it in practice over here in a second. But one cool thing about this is that if you take a cobblestone, see this like faded little area? Now take a stone or another pipe, and you can do this with all 6 dimensions. The faded bits mean that items can pass in through it but can't go back out this way. So if I take a wrench, it comes with buildcraft or any other mod installed, and you click that, items can now come in both these ways and leave this way, and things can come in this way but can't go either of these ways. And you can just cycle through the various choices. So let's see it in practice. So I've got the iron one, and you'll see that it already starts with a 4. And I'll go ahead and get rid of these. And I'll make it, whoops, so that things can go out this way, or yeah, you want them going out this way into here. Now, one smarter thing to do, yes, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm confusing myself right now. This is actually what we want. Things can go out this way, or they can go out this way, they can't backflow there, and they won't be able to go back through either of these ways. So that's actually a more efficient way to do this. So that is the very basics of the cobblestone and stone, iron and wooden pipes. So a lot of pipes right there. And if we turn over here, we'll see a little bit more. Oh, I also forgot to show the recipes for these. So a cobblestone pipe is, all the pipes are blank, whatever the first word of this is, so diamond, emerald, whatever they are. It's that surrounding a piece of glass. So a piece of stone is 2 stones, iron, 2 iron, and that's it. So if we look over here, we'll see the gold, the void, and the obsidian. Now, gold, obsidian, and void. So the void pipe is crafted by black dye, redstone, and that, and it destroys items. Obsidian is made by 2 pieces of obsidian. Gold is made by 2 golds. And each one of these, they have a special quality, like the iron one, where if I pump things like this glass out of this chest, you'll see this gold pipe actually speeds up the items compared to that cobblestone. So it comes out of here, and it speeds up tremendously per pipe. So it just speeds out ridiculously fast. So the longer you have these, the faster it'll go, which is great for if you have longer chains, because after 2 pipes, it starts getting really fast, and the faster this redstone engine goes, the more will come out at the same time. So you'll see that they're building up much quicker than the other ones. And if we look back here, we'll see that you have an obsidian pipe and a void pipe. Now I'll explain this obsidian one so I can, the stone, it explains what the stone's in my chest or inventory for. So glass is coming over here quickly. Now this obsidian pipe, notice how it's not connected to anything else, which is because its special little thing is that it sucks up entities off the ground. So if I stand back here, you'll see there's a piece of stone if I press Q. If I walk forward and press it, the obsidian pipe should, yep, there it goes. The obsidian pipe actually collects it off the ground. So I can sit here and just, all of them, dump the entire thing out, whole stack, goes in there, 64 stone that was in my inventory. Now if we go back here, you'll see the void transport pipe. Now what this does is it sucks items out of a chest and it deletes them. It teleports them down to the void. So if we come back here, you'll see glass is still coming in. Last glass. Glass is now coming out and it's destroyed. So you can see back here, if you watch it, it just disappears. It goes away. Let me replace that. So another thing with the pipes is that it actually deposits things into the next freest inventory slot. So, and it also pulls out of the first item inventory slot. Like this one is glass, and once it's done with all the glass, it'll move to stone. So if I take out that, there, it starts moving to stone. If I do this, it'll take out that one, do that. I'll just put a bunch of random ones in there. It'll start taking them out in order. So I'll have another glass, take out these 2, take out that one, and it'll just delete it as is. Now, another pipe that will help with this. So that's actually been those three. So you have the basics, a little bit more advancement, and now we come on to the diamond pipe. Now what this does is, say you have some kind of sorting system. This is actually the key to a sorting system, because a diamond pipe, as you see, there's different colors around here. See various different colors, and there's a color corresponding for all 6 directions. But what this does is that, say you have oak wood and spruce wood, you want to sort it so that oak wood stays up here and spruce wood is up here. If you look in here, like back here, they pull out of the first slot, so it'll do this, and it'll sort so that each oak goes up to that top chest and each spruce goes over to this chest. Let's watch. So it should pull out an oak, then a spruce, then an oak and a spruce. It should. Yep, there it goes. Now this oak will follow the white path and go up. Yep, there it goes. And the spruce would continue on straight. Come down here so it's easier. So the oak will go up through that chest, and spruce will just continue onward. See? It's a nice sorting system. So that way, if you have a chest full of a bunch of hobobs, you can take all 6 directions, including the one back here. So if anything, you don't want things to pass, you can have it go in green. And then the other 5 directions can go to various different chests. Now we move on to liquid pipes. Liquid pipes are almost like the item pipes, whereas they have an input and they have an output. Now here I just have 2 tanks to simplify everything, and basic redstone engines. And you see here there's wooden fluid pipes pulling the water from here out into the various pipe networks. And we have the iron fluid pipe, a gold, stone, cobblestone, and we have that void pipe again. Now, the thing with liquid pipes is that they each travel by a millibucket per tick, and various different pipes, like stone has, if I come up here, get rid of these items, a stone is 10 millibuckets per tick, whereas cobblestone, well, they're equal. But gold, I believe, is, if I can find one, an iron one is 10 as well. Oh, there you are. A gold one is 40 millibuckets per tick. So if we go ahead and hit this, one cool thing is that you'll see the water, or whatever liquid it is, travel along the pipe into this one. And gravity works, and it'll start pulling out of this as you see the numbers up top. Ta-da! Water then, once you stop the engine, yep, it should stop now, is that the water flows back through, and there it is. Now the cool thing with all these pipes is they actually defy gravity, which you'll see over here. And now let's do this one. Now the thing with this is that they'll have the same speed, but here we have an iron valve pipe, which acts as sort of a gate. Hopefully I don't run out of water to test that. I'll just get more if I don't. So you see here, it can't pass this way. It only stays backed up through this. And it'll back up there once it fills, eventually. It's also a bunch of, yep, there it goes. So you see it fills up. Now if I hit this, it'll let the water flow through and come over into this tank. Same thing as the void pipe, well, it's from back over there. If we come up here, you'll see the gold pipe transfers water over a lot quicker than the other one. So it's already there, as opposed to this one, which took a long time to get there. And that one, whoops, that one's actually just now clearing out. So say you have a ton of water as well. And also these ones are made with a golden transport pipe or whatever pipe with a piece of pipe sealant, which is either beeswax if you have forestry installed or cactus green dye just in a crafting bench. And they're rather simple to make and maintain. So if you just want to empty out this entire tank, you can do that with the void transport pipe or void fluid pipe, which is a transport pipe and then seal it, and it will teleport it. I cannot speak today. It'll teleport it to the void. So you can empty as much water or as liquid or whatever you have to go in there. So our next little topic is engines and the actual power of buildcraft. Now, buildcraft is used in megajoules per tick, or they're not megajoules, they're Minecraft joules. Now what you see here is each of these have a wooden kinesis pipe, which if I come here, it's just a regular pipe with redstone and it applies for all of them, diamond and everything. The only difference is how much Minecraft joules per tick they transfer. Gold is 200 and some, stone and cobblestone they actually will connect at kinesis level because they each have 10 Minecraft joules per tick. And we see our various basic engines. So here we have the engine that has been piping and pushing and being the items. And you'll see that he doesn't connect to the wooden kinesis pipe such as these other two. And that's because he isn't powerful enough. Now if I right click, there's no inventory space, and if I come over here to a Stirling engine, the recipe for the redstone engine is planks with a piece of glass, piston, and these wooden gears, which are just sticks and a 4 pattern. So that's a redstone engine. It's the weakest of the engines, and all it requires is a redstone signal to start working. Now next we have a Stirling engine, which actually requires a fuel source. And over here you'll see that it currently outputs 1 megajoule per one Minecraft joule per tick, and it has an internal buffer and it actually has a temperature which doesn't come in play until this one. So if we click or if we hit this, you'll see that this starts working and you'll see this blue line up here, and that actually shows where the power is going, and it helps. And then if you also have mini engines put together, if you see on actually switching topics, if you see the up in the numbers on Wayla, which is the mod up above, you'll see that the numbers on the left keep influxing, which is how many Minecraft joules per tick you are transporting at a time, and 1500 Minecraft joules per tick is actually the limit of this before it explodes. And you'll see that it's actually used coal, and if you open your inventory, it'll say over here, if you just hover over it, it'll say how many Minecraft joules per tick for how many ticks it'll have. So that's the Stirling engine. Its recipe is cobblestone with stone gears, and stone gears are stone around a wooden gear. So if we come over here to the top tier of everything, the combustion engine, you'll see that there's 2 pipes coming in through this way. One is fuel and one is water. Now this actually needs to be cooled because this engine is the highest of exploding, but it also produces 6 megajoule or Minecraft joules per tick. It will actually heat up, and then if it gets over 100 degrees C, it will actually explode. So if I click here, you'll see that this pipe is actually transporting so much power. It's incredible. And it's all going over here to this mining well, which will be covered in a future episode. So this one is actually the most powerful out of them all. And it's the hardest to build. It's iron surrounded by iron gears, which is stone gears surrounded by iron. And it requires fuel and water. And if this actually doesn't keep enough water in it, it will actually explode and cause a huge crater. So the various types of the power pipes are cobblestone, which is here, stone, which is this one, gold, and diamond. Diamond actually has the highest amount of transfer, 1024 Minecraft joules per tick. So your system is only as powerful as your weakest link. So now for the final step, where we see everything in where we see what this would look like in your base. So say that you are in your base and you just come back from this massive mining trip, and you were really lucky and you got a whole stack of iron ore, and you've actually got, and you want to go out and your inventory's full and you've just found this massive vein of, say, diamonds, and you want to go right back out, but you don't want to leave, you don't want to stay here and have this smelt and build up and everything. One thing you can do is you can put iron in your one input chest, as from back here. You can put coal into another one, and you can pipe it directly into a furnace and pipe it out so that iron bars come out here. So we look here, you'll see the iron ore come this way. You'll see the coal come up this way. Now the coal will land in the proper spot, iron ore will land in the proper spot, and it'll pipe out of this one. So if we just sit here and watch, we should see the furnace kick on once the first bit of iron ore has come in. And that's a visual bug, and there it goes. You'll see it come in. Do-do-do. It'll smelt. And it'll get piped out the bottom into an iron bar. Haha! Ta-da! An automatically smelted iron bar. Now the cool thing is that vanilla blocks, vanilla interactive blocks, say chests and furnaces and various blocks with inventories, they each have a face that these pipes connect to. So they can connect to each one of the 6 faces, but only if you say pipe in the top and the side does it come up with a pattern like this in order to have it pipe out the bottom in order to produce the product. So it's a very fun, simple mod. It's been updated a lot of times since I've started playing with it. And also another feature I forgot to hit is that if you look at these engines, if you come back over here, you'll see that these are all blue. And actually this one will be the quickest one. But the longer they run, or have the chance to run, you'll see them turn into a different color. Now I don't think this one actually will, but so we'll do this one. After a while, this one will actually turn in from blue to, I believe it's orange. Yep, see this, it'll turn into a green. And then from green it'll turn into an orange, which means it's still okay, but if it's on here you might want to shut things off. And then it'll turn into red, which for this one it won't blow up, this one it won't blow up, but for this one, if it turns into red, you might want to run because it'll be close to blowing up. And I will actually show that here soon. So if we see all that's gone, and it's actually sitting there smelting everything. And by the time I come back and I'm ready to explode one of these things, you'll see, here's one of the red ones, and it moves super quickly. It'll have a stack of iron, so I'll be back. Alright, so we're back. The furnace is actually cooling down just a little bit, and we have our stack of iron back. So that's how pipes actually would work inside of your base. So if we come over here, I have set up this little combustion engine to start fueling up with fuel, and you'll notice that there's no water in it to act as a coolant. So if I go ahead and turn off that, and turn this on, you see that it's supposed to be turning up 6 megajoules per tick, but if we watch this, it'll slowly climb, so slowly, and eventually there will be an explosion. So let me turn up my sound, and that should, come on, there we go. So we'll sit here and we'll watch this, whoops, and it will burn through the fuel and storing more and more energy. Now here's something really cool. Let me turn that back on. I put that. See, wooden pipes will actually not connect to each other. So let's put something this can connect to. Say, oops, it would help if I could spell this thing. Put that there. You'll see this, the blue line come over through here, and it just starts, it spits out the, I'll explain later what it's doing, but it's actually mining straight down to bedrock. So here we have it at 30 degrees Celsius. Pick up this dirt. And it should explode at any point now. Does it actually go quicker if this is off? No, not that. Nope. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so we're back to the same temperature we were at before. It's full of fuel. It's drained through quite a bit. I think each one is 16 buckets. So we'll see here, keeps heating up more and more, and it's actually going through the fuel, even though it's not wasting any, or it's not charging anything. It's going through the fuel. It's got it full storage. Now this should actually heat up quicker because it has nowhere for the power to go. Now it's just a bunch of heat. So it's going through 45 degrees. I will come back when it's closer to. Alright, so we're closer to 100%, or 100 degrees Celsius. We're actually at 82 degrees Celsius, and you'll see that it's still green. And it's good, just I would watch out. So any second now, you see this, it has somewhere to go. If I create a feedback loop, will it do the thing? No, it will not do the thing. The thing I'm talking about, here it goes. The last 10 degrees. You'll see this pipe's actually pretty full. So delete that. Put another one down. 96 degrees, 97 degrees, 98 degrees soon. 98, 99, 100 degrees. Oh, they changed it. Well, I know that these engines will actually explode, so that's one thing to look out for. I don't know actually what the new cutoff is. It used to be 100 degrees Celsius is when you would get one to explode. So I don't know when it is now. I'll just go ahead and shut that off. And I will say thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully more of these little episodes will come out if I have free time. So that has been Buildcraft, Pipes and Power. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.